Hello, and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So today I want to talk to you about surprises, about the element of surprise. And you have to keep in mind that some people love surprises and some people not so much. I happen to be a lover of surprises. And so much so that when my kids were little, I would boo them, and then they grew up booing me, and so we were always surprised. Sorry for the crunching in the background. It's the dog with his bone. Anyway, so with these elements of surprise, you really have to know what sort of person it is you're trying to surprise. Because some people take these grandiose, fantastical, wonderful, in my mind, ideas to surprise somebody with. They surprise them with a trip or with a special gift or with a dinner or with a proposal or news of being parents or grandparents or whatever. So there's all these like occasional sorts of surprises. Then there's surprises of news. Sometimes it's good news. Sometimes it's not so great news. Then there are surprise parties. Now, if somebody tells you that they do not like surprise parties, ask maybe a couple of questions and then really listen to the answers, like really listen to it. Because just because you might love to throw a surprise party does not mean that everybody wants to receive a surprise party. So really listen to the answers carefully and take yourself out of the equation. So yeah, there's all these different types of surprises, right? And the way that we respond to them also varies a lot. So if somebody surprises me, I don't jump up and down normally and scream and yell and shout. That's not who I am. I have this like inner excitement and I'm sure my eyes light up or whatever, but I'm not a like, yay, oh my God, and hug and kiss and all that kind of stuff. That's not who I am. And so that sometimes upsets the person who's surprising me because they're expecting a much bigger reaction. And while I feel that big reaction on the inside, I just don't demonstrate it on the outside. So you kind of have to know that about me if you're going to surprise me. So I love surprises, but don't expect this like, now, and occasionally you do get it, but it's, the bigger the surprise, generally, the smaller my reaction, outwardly. And then there's the people who, like, the ones who don't like surprises, who are not going to react well to a surprise. And then you got people who, like, are just like these gargantuan, yes, oh my gosh, blah, blah. Those sorts of people who, if you want to surprise them, those are your people who are just surprised because they will give you the reaction that you may be hoping for. And so, yeah. So you kind of have to keep all of these little elements in mind when you're planning a surprise. I try myself to express in some way, shape, or form how grateful I am for a surprise that I'm given. Even if I was a person who didn't like surprises, I would still want to thank or express my gratitude for the thought behind the surprise, right? Because really, people are trying to do you a kindness. People are trying to, express how they feel about you or about the situation, or they want to share their news with you. And, so you need to be thankful for that, regardless of whether you like the surprise or not. So those are just some thoughts that I've had around surprises lately, and I thought I'd share them with you. So have a great day. Bye.